So, welcome to Murders and Acquisition Plan special Dark Souls 3 podcast edition. My name is SRX Alpha One, aka as Terry. I will be your host today for introducing some of the basic survival mechanism and the play concept about how to survive through the world of Dark Souls, and also introduce this kind of cult acclaimed video games designed by a Japanese game company, From Software, which is supposed to be the end of their trilogy IP. So for the Dark Souls IPs, this Dark Souls 3 is supposed to be the last game. The game is designed by Mr. Miyazaki, which is famous for design difficult games like Armored Core, like Tenchu, the very first Tenchu on the PlayStation, and of course the Demon Soul on the PlayStation 3, the Dark Soul all the way to Dark Souls 3, and the Bloodborne, all under his supervision and production. So today we're gonna play through, hopefully if we go smoothly, we'll go through the first boss and we'll stop at there. But before, in the process, to kind of explain what's the good things or the bad things about the Dark Souls. But before we get to that, let's start watching the opening cinematics to kind of get a glimpse of what's going on in the Dark Souls 3 universe.
Yes, indeed. It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. Go without thrones. When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, saint of the deep, Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yon the giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Right, so basically the as you can see, we just finished the opening cinematics of the Dark Souls 3. The setting and the premise of the video of this game is basically you are a character whose identity is being named the Ashen One, basically describing your connection to um, one of the very important elements of the game, which is the bonfire. Bonfire in Dark Souls 3, well actually in the Dark Souls trilogy, it's important because it's a connection of your sanity, of your soul, of your essence to the world around your character. And we, the game's design is to use bonfire to replenish and to level up your characters, and by doing so, you're providing your soul to the fire, hence to strengthen your connection to the earthly world around you, and so you will not go as a turn in the Dark Soul world as hollow, means that you will not go insane and lost control of yourself. Now, here we have the character design screen. So basically, you have the opportunity to choose between your character's name, gender, age, class, and burial gift. Basically, it's some special items you can carry from the beginning. With the Dark Soul, basically, although it provides you with the class, with every player provide you with a class, the class itself doesn't necessarily exclude you from branching out and make your original class into something else entirely different from what you started with. For example, looking at my knights, you see I have pretty much well balanced the stats with level 9 and vigor, atonement, endurance, vitality, strength, dexterity, intelligence, faith, and luck, which I will go through them one by one after when we get into the actual game. But each class have a basic starting stats. So for example, here you see mercenary have level 8, even though have lower level. Hi Daniel, what's up? How you doing? So we're just going through the character design of the Dark Souls 3 right now for how you build your character from the beginning. So Knight, Mercenary, Warrior, Herald, Thief, Assassin, Sorcerer, Pyromancer, Cleric, and Deprived. Deprived basically it's a stat of the character where you're starting out with very low level, but the good thing is you can build it into any shape you want. It has 10 basically 10 stats across the board, so you can do whatever you want. It's also considered to be a character that you would use for challenging your own skills in the second or the third playthrough. For today's purpose, I kind of want to go through with the character. So for example, the character you started with have everything to do with how you want to approach the game for the very first time. You can always build a new character after you have a very deep grasp about what's going on in the Dark Souls games. Then you will build a character from the beginning to closely match up with what you like. For in this video, in today's podcast, I would like to go with the Knight, because Knight has a much balanced in terms of the endurance, vitality, strength, and dexterity. For the Mercenary, as you can see, the dexterity shoots out very obvious. That's higher than the strength. With 16 dexterity, you can actually start using some very good dex-based weapon in Dark Souls 3. Warrior, so strong with the strength. Basically, if you want to do two-handed, or if you want to do like just kind of like a tank type style, the character, it's a very good choice. Hero basically it's much more based on like a paladin. As you can see, it has a very high face. Face determining special kind of prayer that you get to use. With level 13 face, you can start using a very some of the basics prayer, like the healing, like the force, or some of the basic lightning skills associated with the face-based attack or the spells. Thief, high dexterity, super high luck. Basically, you're getting more drops to build up your character faster, or getting more elements like the building elements for improving your gear. Assassin is also high dex, balanced luck, but also it has higher atonement. So basically, assassin is a kind of character that you want to in and out, but you want some prayer to give you a more balanced play style. Sorcerer, highly based on the um, intelligence, which is strongly associated with how strong your spell is. You started out with 2 spell already. I believe the slots would be either Soul Arrow or Heavy Soul Arrow, depends on which game you play. In Dark Souls 3, I haven't started using a sorcerer, so I cannot be sure. For the Pyromancer, basically it's fire attack. Everything is heavily based on the fire attack. So your intelligence, and both of intelligence and faith are high, but your vitality and your strength and dex are less impressive. Cleric basically like also focus on the face and also high on luck. So you're building your character through picking up the items and attacking the enemy with your prayer. With the Deprive, I already explained it. You can build whatever character you want out of it. So for today's video, like I said, I want to choose a knight, and I would choose female. Alright, so I already changed some of my shape because now I'm a female, and age, young, class, skill knight. Burial gift, you have several things that you can choose from. You have raises maximum HP, divine blessing for 1. It's a one-piece item which you can use for only one time, but you will 100% fully restore your health and your magic in this game. Hidden blessing is blessing holy water fully restore your FP. FP basically is your magic, like a magic point in Dark Souls 3. You will get to replenish it by drinking an FP flask, which you will get later in the game. Black Fire Bomb is basically used for fire attack, consumable, but this can also be traded as an item. So for Fire Gem is to be used as an imbued material to make your weapon attached with fire elements attack. For Sovereignless Soul, it's basically a one-time item to gain a quite good amount of soul, which is basically kind of like an experience point currency type of deal of the unit in Dark Souls world to level up your character or to purchase. Rusted Gold Coin, basically it's an item to temporarily boost your finding of items or drops. Cracked Red Eye Orb is an item that you will have to use to kind of invade other players' world, which is I will explain kind of later when we play through it. So for the Young White Branch, basically this is an items that allow you to go invisible or go like kind of camouflage into the environment so your enemy cannot see you. But for today's sake, I will use a life ring, which is kind of increase my base HP. and then female. As you can see here, there's a lot of things you can do with the characters' faces. Today I won't stress too much on that. I will keep as the presetting. Alright. And finalize. Oh, we'll have to pick an entry. Alright. Damn. Or you find some, yeah, flame. Spirit. Alright, finalize creation, let's start this game. What's up, Ryan? How you doing? Well, now we're getting to the basic of the game, the very beginning of the stage. Alright, so this is my character, and the first things you can see, if you press the square on the right, you will be able to open up the menu items to check your character. So here is for explanation on each stats, you will press help. For the vigor, basically strongly associated with leveling up your HP, also governs resistance to frost. There are many different elemental damage in this game right now. So for the Dark Souls 3, as you can see, there's magic, fire, lightning, dark, bleed, poison, frost, and curse. So these are the things that you need to pay attention to when you are getting into new area with enemies that's using a brand new sets of elemental attack. Then you might want to reallocate your level up strategy to kind of fit and increase your defense against those new elemental. And so the next things was atonement. Atonement is attribute governing FP. FP, basically the higher atonement is, the higher your FP is. Right now, my FP, which is the magic point in Dark Souls 3, I'm at 93, which is kind of low. But since I'm not a magic-based players, I'm not really care about that right now. Alright, so for the endurance, basically attribute governing stamina. Stamina is your friend. Basically, I cannot stress enough. Stamina is your survival key in the entire Soul game series. Most of the time, I would strongly suggest to level up your stamina over your health. Your health can be decent, but people can do, like enemy can kill you very quickly if your stamina is not good enough for dodging or for blocking or for doing other activities. So focus on your stamina over health is the Dark Soul level up guideline 101. The next things will be vitality, attribute governing physical defense. Through this, although this also affected by other attributes, also governs maximum equip load and poison resistance. Equip load basically will affect your personal character's movement sets. As you can see right now, my equipment load is at 34.1 against with total equipment load of 55%. That gives me roughly about 65% full with my max equipment load. That allows me roll freely and do and run more quickly and swiftly and to consume less stamina in comparison with higher equipment load. For the strengths, basically attribute required to wield powerful and heavy weapons. They are strength focused weapons such as axe, pole axe, dual-handed giants like ray sword, giant sword, all the other stuff. For the dex would be like rapier, for the or katana or bow and arrow or kind of dagger type of the deals. If you're thief or if your character want to build on quick swift attack and always keep it on your toes, dex would be the stat to go. Intelligence, basically attributes required to cast sorceries and pyromancies, increase spell potency. Basically it determines how strong your spell will be if you have the intelligence high enough at certain level. For faith is same thing but affects the prayer only. Dark defense is also calculated from this attribute. So if you can have higher faith, you will have much better defense against dark. For your luck, attribute governing item discovery. Ops, bleeding, and poison capabilities also govern resistance to curse. So here's a very interesting thing. Moments ago we were talking about thief. Thief have extremely high luck. Starting out with 14, which is like double the amount I have right now on the knight. Reason being is because thief can wield katana or dagger that can create bleed or poison damage like very quick. If you can do that, you can deal massive damage to your enemy in a combo set of the attack. Instead of knights will have to just hack away slowly and try to engage more intelligently. Actually, they're both equally intelligent in terms of the fighting style, but knight is just more kind of head-to-head, more standard, more traditional way of engage your enemy. Okay, so now with that being said, let's talk about the movesets. So in Dark Soul world, you can run by pressing down circle, like here, and roll by double tapping your circle as well. Okay, so rolling is for sure very important in Dark Soul. I cannot stress that. I believe there were memes on the internet just laughing at people who play Dark Soul keep rolling all the time, because rolling really literally is your friend. Understanding your environment, take a quick peek before and after you enter a room or a place to have a mental picture of your location against where you are in the entire room. Always very critical, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna have ambush coming up. You're gonna get nervous, but if you train yourself to have that mental image of the room and your relative location against the exit, you will have a better chance at surviving an ambush. than most of the other player who just come in, play it without overthinking it, without thinking it too much. Another thing with Dark Souls is you can either choose using backstab, defense break, or parry to do visceral attack against your enemy that create massive damage to the enemy. So that's basically thing with the Dark Souls. And the other thing, of course, attack. And if you press triangle, that's dual wielding, stronger more attack but use more stamina. And one more new things that added to the Dark Souls 3 is with the special move for each weapon. The one I'm holding right now is Straight Sword. Straight Sword, special weapon, how to do it, every weapon's the same. You hold down L1 and then you press L2, and that's a special move. Notice on the upper left, it consumes your magic for doing special move. But special weapons with special move can be very deadly. You can even finish your enemies in a very quick setting. So let's just come and start playing it. So another thing you see down here, the message. Majority of the message from the beginning of the game will be game set. So it's left by the From Software game studio to teach the players how to do some basic stats and basic roles, actions. But eventually, what you're gonna do is, if you open up your manual, you will see this. This is a message bottom. Right now, I cannot use message because I am not human yet. I'm undead, without a ember to reclaim my souls. So I cannot use it in this stats. Eventually you will, and other player also will leave such message like this on the floor. Always read them and assess the situation. Depends on your environment and your condition. You are free to choose belief or disbelief with the message left by other players. My experience with Dark Souls game, that this is the one of the critical design concept with the Dark Souls series is basically people play PvP by share their knowledge. So this is a backstab. So doing the backstab, you actually gain more souls. So I think it's like 5% higher or something. So that's an item we pick up. Another thing with the Dark Souls is you can read the items that you received to understand the worlds and the story around you. So for example, the one we just pick up, show item information, soul found in a deserted corpse, used to acquire souls. Let the firekeeper transform this sovereignless soul into a source of strength. For to be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls. So basically, unkindle is the stats that I am right now. That all the character that started out is unkindle. Unkindle means that you are tasked with a job, with a duty to link up all the fires, all the bonfire in the world, so you can restore the order of the world back to its original place. So this one, we're also doing backstabbing. The backstabbing is much easier than parry in this game. So to me, I always choose the opportunity to backstab. So one more thing with Dark Souls is, when you're playing through it, always pay attention to ambush. There's always going to basically don't ever just remember always ambush all time, because that's how the game gets you. Is that if you can be careful. It will cost you dearly by dying. And you will die a lot if you're not familiar with the environment. But by reading some of the signs in the game, which I will kind of show you later on in other area. But here, as you can see, that's two enemy right here. So this is a very basic form of attack and basic form of ambush. Basically, use the enemy's numbers to wear down your stamina. So to put you in a very dangerous situation. And one more thing about Dark Souls is to always weight yourself against your enemy. So here I'm gonna show you guys a enemy that's at the very beginning of the game. So here the message says turn back, right? So if we keep going, you will see an enemy like that. That's a giant crystal lizard, which at this point we're kind of not well equipped, or like our attack is not good enough to get them. So in the Dark Souls, it's always good to run. Don't ever be fearful or feel like, oh, I should have been able to take all of them. No. Dark Souls, your primary goal is to survive. Whatever you do, you need to survive. And no matter how many enemies behind you, if you can run and engage them one by one, always choose that path over dealing multiple enemies at the same time, because you never know what's gonna happen with the ambush. So that's another very critical survival concept for playing Dark Souls. So we just learned another gesture. One of the most greatest things about From Software is I've always loved their scenery design. And the amazing thing about From Software's stage design is whatever they design, the background structure are almost always reachable. So we're looking at the tower over there. That particular shrine and cemetery, well, not cemetery, but shrine and temple, we will be able to go there. And we are so far away from it, but it's reachable. So this is the thing with the From Software is their design with the game. It's always very, very beautiful with the scenery, and also never useless construction. So see here, usually that's another way of basic ambush. A path leads you to a direction in front of you, but then they have enemies standing behind you and trying to come and get you from behind. So that's another very basic Dark Souls ambush style. So here, see, there are two enemies at the same time. One is long range, one is mid range. What you always wanted to do is you want to aggro one of the enemy and get them come up, just so that it's easier for you to deal with. There you go. So firebomb. Alright. So this one here, it tells you to jump. Now jumping in Dark Souls world is the most hated game feature of all time by the Soul game players, because it's just so freaking annoying and so freaking difficult. if you can do it successfully for the jumping, it usually yields some good reward, or some good or some secret passage that you can take. So you see here, right? Another thing I want to demonstrate right here is by decreasing your load of equipments. Like if you press square on your equipment, you can take it off. And then like this. And as you can see, as promised, I started out my character as female. Okay? So here, you ran by pressing down circle and then press L3 when you're ready to jump. So let's line up the jump. It's right there. Okay. There you go. That I rolled off. That happens a lot. So just don't be discouraged and keep trying, and you will get the reward. There you go. Titanite shard. It's a kind of upgrade material for your weapon. So Titanite shard for weapon reinforcement. Reinforced weapon to +3. Titanite shards are fragments of the legendary slabs. Titanite is etched into weapons to enforce. So basically it's telling you a simple upgrade material. Now we're going to face a boss, I believe. So and because we have this, I want to use at least 4 of them. Because it's easier to deal with the boss with the freaking with fire damage first and to wear it down, and then you go into a full frontal attack. So look at here, it's really beautiful scenery. Alright, so now we're gonna start taking down bosses. Remove. I don't need this. I don't need the magic. Alright, remove sword. Here we go. Alright. Oh, crap. I should have side rolled it. So one thing with Dark Souls is don't force yourself, don't push yourself to go and attack, keep attacking. Learn your boss's moves, always. And then you go with attack plan. So here it looks like you only have some basic physical attack. And some moves both range. Ah, he got me. Alright. I'm on the way. Because now the real fight begins. Away. Always throw away and try to pull the distance away from the boss and try to get a sense of this new set of changes. Side road. done it. Alright, so in order to do the pose, there are a couple pose gestures that you can do it. So basically, to pay respect, to bow, or like this one. Alright, so then now we just got an items. Let's see what it says. Sword missing from the shrine bonfire, cannot be equipped as a weapon. Thrust into the shrine bonfire to restore its power and enable travel between bonfires. The sword is only bequeathed to the chosen Ash, as judged by the Ludix, who awaits the arrival of Ash as a scabbard. Sorry. So basically, this is a items that connects deeply with the story. With the bonfire, like I said, the purpose of the bonfire is to restore your health as a game feature. Also, as the game setting, it's a tool to reclaim your souls and reclaim your sanity and replenish your health, your Estus Flask, which is also filled with souls. So now we're gonna move on to the next level. Alright. So this one's open menu. Broken Stray Sword. So we already see enemies over there. Here you go. Bye. Alright. This goes up. Forgot you guys. Alright, so I keep getting Fading Soul, which is a good thing. And then, I believe here is a pass to the most hated animal in Soul game series, dogs. Dogs attacks quick, and if you lock onto them, because they're swift movement, your angle for the camera is gonna get tangled up by the locked target, which will make your gameplay a little bit troubled if you're not careful. So we just got another items, which I will open, which is also very crucial story items and the consumable in this entire game. So here is Firelink Shrine. Because we made it, I kind of want to do this. Yeah. So this is an area where you get to level up. You get to heal, you get to purchase, you get to do some story related actions or missions. And here it reads, the bonfire will deliver thee to Lothric. So basically, bonfire, because of the sword we just pick up, and the sword we kind of put it down on the ground and activated the bonfire, it allows us now to travel across this land called Lothric, which is the entire environment that we are located in right now. And you see different NPC in this area, and you can talk to them.
Another one roused
to get a
from the
world
sleep of
knowledge.
death. Gives me conniptions. And they'd have us seek the Lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. But we're talking true legends with the metal to link the fire. They're not fit to lick their boots.
So collapse.
Don't you think?
So basically this guy is kind of, he was on the same mission as mine, but now he just kind of give up, and then he's collapsed and moping and weeping and just don't know what to do. And he's actually telling you to give up like him as well, but we're not gonna do that. Fuck him.
A pleasure to make thine acquaintance, Ashen One. I am but a humble handmaid of the shrine. Weapons, armor, trinkets, and spells. I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveler. And yes, I'm undead too, but not so charitable as to give my goods away. Ashen One, fetch souls and bring them to me. As is thy wont, no?
Alright, so this one, basically, she's a merchant. You can either purchase items from her or to sell on items to her. She has Amber, which is, I will show you guys the description. She has this as well. Many things that you can buy. What I want to do is, this is the blacksmith.
Well,
his name
I am Andre.
is Andre.
I serve at this shrine.
He was shown
as a
in the
humble
original
smith,
Dark Souls game
forging
too,
weapons.
so it's kind of intriguing to see
You're
if he
in
shows up
search
in
of the
Dark Souls
Lords of
3.
Cinder, I trust. A toilsome journey, I'd wager. You'll require good arms. Let me smith you weapons. I am a smith. Such is my purpose.
Okay, so here you see you can reinforce the weapon by using the Titan shard that we just got, or you can use infused weapon for infuse different elemental attack to your weapon, repair equipment for any equipments that broken, for a lot Estus. So I don't need magic, so I'm just gonna change. I'm gonna swap my FP flask into my health flask. So confirm. So reinforce. So you can reinforce your Estus flask in terms of how many times you can use it by offering him some items at here. No, once you kill them, the cost for leveling up a lot of things, like your equipment, the cost for purchasing, many things, they will still be here. But it will be very expensive. when there are other NPC that you can kill in this game, so kill them, not kill them, is up to you. But just be remembered that there are going to be consequences.
Pray be careful.
So right now I'm going to level up a little bit by talking to this woman, but I am putting this down and activate this bonfire. I'll rest, then I will talk to this girl.
Welcome to the bonfire, unkindled one. I'm a firekeeper. I tend to the flame and tend to thee. The lords have left their thrones and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side.
Alright, so talk to this woman. Her name is Firekeeper. Basically, her job is to keep the bonfire lit and safe. talk to
Ashen
her.
One, to be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls. Sovereignless souls will become thy strength. I will show thee how. Ashen One, bring me souls plucked from their vessels.
So we bring her souls by killing enemies, and
Very
then,
well. Then
we
touch
can
the
level up.
Dark
So for me, always go for the stamina. I always go for the stamina right now. But for that, I kind of want to go with one face and just this. Vitality, nope. I will use 2. Alright, I'm gonna use this.
Farewell, Ashen Maid of Flame.
Alright, so now, before we go on to the next area, be mindful with the Dark Soul games is that there are always going to be some extra that you don't know about in the area you arrived in. So especially like this one, I have that items, and so the place where we just killed the dog kind of just lead up to this area. And now I got a homeward bone. Basically it's an item that allow you to fast travel, but I'm not going to go down there because the enemy on the right side will be a little bit too strong for me at this moment. But I will go down here. I will go to I'll go back to the shrine because I want to show you guys something. Here. Go to the top. One of the great things about From Software's game design is especially Dark Soul. This is so deserted. Okay, especially Dark Soul is when a path is seemingly blocked, cannot be opened. That means you either have to go around it at this moment, or you can find a shortcut to go around it, go to the next destination. Or for example, for this door, you're supposed to pay 20,000 soul to buy a key to unlock this and go up to the tower and then do a lot of stuff. But here, there's some feature you can unlock by doing a trick. So I'm gonna remove these, and then I will allow my character like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do a shortcut. Jump up to that platform. It's gonna take a few tries because, like I said, the jumping in Dark Souls 3, or actually all the Soul game is kind of messed up. Right, here we go. Oh crap! Sorry guys. Ah. I was on the top of the tree already. Come on. You're being difficult here today, tree stump. Shit. Wow, I never failed that many times before. Too early. I know, right? All whitey. Looks like a noob's armor. Oh, come on. That's low. Dark Soul, that's nasty. Nope. I didn't get up. That's okay. Come on. One more time. One more time. Nope. The fudge! Too high, too early. Oh. No. I know. Come on, hit the wall, really? Sorry guys, I really apologize for missing all these. But I guarantee there you go. The items is gonna be useful. Not this one, but the one we're gonna get later. So what I was saying about the enemy on the right, that guy standing right in front of that gate, he's a tough guy. He's a tough target to kill. So I think I aggroed that guy. That's okay. He won't be able to hurt us. So what we're gonna do is here. There's a door open up to like all the way to the top of the area. And then we're under a bird nest, and a bird is talking to us.
Picklebee.
Picklebee.
Me, Bumperum.
So this is kind of a secret area where you can exchange your items with this crawl, and depends on what you give it to him, it will he will either ignore you or give you something in return. So basically let me see. I need to unequip this. Okay. Then I have to leave it by here. Leave firebomb, okay, and you press yes. And then the bird is happy. Okay, then whoa. Hold on a second, why isn't it working? It's supposed to draw me and stuff. Yeah, there you go. So I just got... Hi! Hello, Master. How you doing? And now I just pick up another item.
You.
And then here is the thing with Dark Souls. It kind of opens up this hidden area where you can get a very, very good item. Covetous Silver Serpent Ring basically give you 10% more experience from killing enemy. Well, when you die in this game, basically it remove your souls. Whatever souls you were given by killing the enemy, it remove it, keeping it the area where you die. you'll have to fight your way back to the area you die and get your soul back. Or if you die before getting the soul back, you're kind of just lost with the souls forever. So basically, it's a repeat process where if you die, you have to go back and pick up your soul. That kind of a deal. And then, now we have this. We can go down like this. My character ugly? Well, I don't know how to make it beautiful. That's the thing. Okay, so here's another character. There are several NPC in this room that by talking to them you can get a lot of insights with the story. But here I'm going to do something. I'm going to use the soul I just acquired. Actually, I can do fan service if you want it, but not too much difference anyway. So basically, this is a female character from Dark Souls 3. That's basically as much fan service I can give, because the game doesn't allow me to do anything else. I know you won't want to do a lap dance, like do a stripping, stuff like that, but unfortunately From Software and Japanese gaming industry doesn't allow that to happen. I know, right? Alright, so yeah, I wanted to consume these souls so I can buy something. Use the wrong item. That's fine. Alright, now I got 1,400 souls. I need to buy something, which will be this. I want to buy this, and I want to buy this. So the thing with my Knight belt, because with the faith, once level up, I can atone using a prayer. So here the prayer is healing aid to recover a very small portion of my health. So to kind of extend my survivability while I'm out there. So I'm using this. I can roll still very effectively. Okay, one items in this game is very important. I was actually, if you guys want to see the monster, we'll just go to the next area. The High Wall of Lothar. So in here, in between the loading screen, you get to read a lot of information about each character or each items. It gives you an in-depth understanding about what the items is used for and also the story. Alright, so here, as you can see, that's the castle. I assume is a place called Arnolondo, but I cannot be sure because I haven't reached there. But that's reachable. The structure you're seeing right now in the background, eventually we can walk there. We will be able to walk through the entire map to get to there. Damn right, Daniel. Damn right. Alright, let's activate the very first bonfire. Oh, it will get to Survivor very quickly. Block. Nice of you to join us. So here is the very first enemy for this area. That's another typical Dark Soul ambush. Archer in the back trying to get you, break your defense, and then you get attacked by multiple enemy in the front. So dog is here. Backstab. They are weak because this is the beginning area, but they can give you a lot of trouble if you don't know how to deal with them. So always trying to find an open space to engage your enemy, because that's always will boost up your survivability. Anything bigger I can fight? Yeah, actually I just found something bigger, but you guys didn't see it. I think Viva and Daniel can be the proof of that. That was a pretty big boss. So here, there's an ambush right this guy. Here you go. I'm gonna run. Oh, he went down! Woo! Fuck yeah. Yeah, I know, I'm sloppy. Should I go in for the last attack? Should I risk it? Or I can use the area to my advantage. Oh, he's not following up. I was going to do a drop down visceral attack on his face, but I'm gonna risk it. There you go. So it gave me a 1 Titan shard and 1 ember. So some enemies that can finish off, and then this item here is longbow and standard arrow, which is always very important. In Dark Souls world, bow and arrow are your friends for survival, because I cannot use it now, but I will once I'm level up. Because the reason is it kind of gives you the ability to aggro enemy one by one and kind of get a sense of how they move and how do they do stuff. Actually, Yeah, this guy. Yes, I am, but I will be able to replenish my health by resting at a bonfire very quickly. So like doing so, and then actually, what do we have? We have one. I should be able to level 1. One of the things kind of with the Dark Soul is you have to go back. I mean, for the Dark Soul 3, you cannot level up at the bonfire. Not like in the previous Dark Soul, you can just level up at the individual bonfire. On this one, you kind of just have to go back and forth to get your level up. It's following the idea of the original Soul game as Demon Souls.
Welcome us. Very well, then take no.
So, next, I believe. Alright.
Farewell, Ash.
Can I equip it now? Still not. Alright, I need one more level. Nah, no problem. I can do that. The great thing about this game though, at the same time, even though you have to kind of travel back and forth, but the loading time is fairly reasonable in comparison with what Bloodborne, which is the previous From Software game, has for their loading process. And now we're gonna progress to the next area, which will be kind of interesting because you guys will see something very, very scary. Alright, so here we're going to this area. I'm gonna kill off this guy. And then kind of run back a little bit because there's an ambush. Another enemy right there. Yeah, I'm going to kill them all. Well, 3 souls, you know, so if you don't pick it up, it's kind of waste. That's unexpected, because I didn't see that when you drop down you can actually raise that guy. Because they're praying to the top of that tower, which is something I haven't figured out what is at the top of that castle. So apparently that's no, not cowering, more like praying. All these are wanderless souls. They don't know. They kind of just lost, and they're praying with a lot of them. And I will get firebombed. Firebomb? Okay, the guy didn't see me. Good. So here you see this is a freaking dragon's tail. In this area, yes, somewhat, but here you go. So you pick up the binocular. So here's the thing with binocular is It the thing with the Dark Souls design is it's never useless with giving you things. So basically, if you equip your binocular, you can look around the area. I believe I forgot which area you can see, but you're supposed to be able to identify a certain creature in the surrounding area. So here you see a dragon, like right this one. This one is already solidified and not really doing much, but so this is another classic Dark Souls ambush. By hiding enemy inside of structures or breakable items, it will kind of just jump scare you and then make you feel nervous and stuff. So Firebomb got another one. I will. Another thing beautiful with the Dark Souls design is the stage is very well connected. So you see here, there's a small drop down area, and that's how you come out of it. And you get the Gold Pine Raisin, basically is to apply lightning attack to your weapons for a certain amount of time, and then right here you get another one. Okay, here we go. So always trying to aggro enemy one by one. Don't ever try to tangle yourself with multiple enemies. That's never a good idea in Dark Souls world. Right. So here, leave. Back. Yeah, that's kind of hurt, but it's okay. Now I have to go up, and then there you go. Run! Pushing dragon come down. Oh, that hurt. Oh crap, that hurt. That really hurt. This is dangerous. No, it actually will run away. You can try to attack it, but it will run away. So all you can do is do this, and then breathe fire, get the interval, and then just keep running. Just run. because you can't fight it, the dragon right now. At least not in this stage. So this is a knight at the very beginning that will give you a very good equipment. Backstab. Always backstab. There we go. Right. So. So kind of turn my back away and just give the enemy an open attack. Okay. So here's another here's another example. When you play Dark Souls, always pay attention to the environment. Be mindful when you enter a enclosed surrounding, such as this one, because this is going to happen. See? This enemy just come out from nowhere. And then it will hurt you badly. But here, we're just trying to get this item. And then go back. And we're gonna go up here because there's another bonfire you want to activate. Basically, Dark Souls is a progressional gameplay where you get 1, 2, 3 different checkpoints and you can rest and level up a little bit and then you keep going. So I am activating this one and going back and level up. I hope I can hit at least close to the boss. I believe I can hit close to the boss before the next for the next another 10 or 15 minutes before I ended the broadcast.
Well, very then taken.
Alright, now I need this. I need... It's the same thing. Okay, I'll need this.
Farewell, Ashen One.
So now I can equip the arrow, but that kind of brings up my equipment load to 72.4%, which I cannot rotate effectively, so I'll have to sacrifice something, which will have to be my helmet. So basically like this. So now I can rotate again effectively. I'm gonna buy the rest of the soul with buy arrow with my rest of the souls. Or actually firebomb is a good idea too. And
Ashen One.
and then I will equip my arrow by here. Okay, that's 12 arrows. Okay, so this is good. I know, but it's kind of hard. It's kind of gonna be a while before I hit the next boss. I will though, Viva, trust me. I will try to get to it. Alright, keep going, keep going. So let him walk away, because you do not want to engage both enemy at the same time. That's never a good sign. And he just walked away, So if it's not necessary, you do not want to engage him, because what we want to do here now is to progress to the next area. And here's another enemy. And here's the throwing knife. We can't go down here basically to show you guys one thing, which will be not this guy, but so get a sense of the attack. So a lot of enemies seems large, but just don't be intimidated. Find a weakness, and then this is another classic Dark Souls ambush attack. You see all these barrel, they're actually the kind of like explosive powders. So what's gonna happen is the enemy behind the barrel, he's gonna explode. He's gonna throw a firebomb, and the entire room will be on the fire, and you will lose a lot of health. But another good way to do it is you can do this. You can cheese him. There you go. So that's how you smartly engage your enemy in Dark Souls. And here's another one that is hiding on the side that prevents you singing. And you got the Mail Breaker. Basically, it's a highly dex-based weapon. So here is it's locked. But always remember, in Dark Souls, you will come across many NPC, and you can help them in getting a reward or getting some special story plot. So throwing dart is a kind of like a replacement for bow and arrow, because you can basically use it to attract the enemy, to draw them one by one, if you want to, instead of using the bow and arrow. And here's another design where you will have enemies crawling from the wall, and they only come out when you're engaged with other enemies. Okay, so now that big guy's coming out again, but to be honest, I don't want to fight him. Yeah, it is spooky. I don't want to fight him right here because it's too dangerous for me to fall down. So I'm gonna cheese it with arrow. And this is another attack, basically another smart way to engage your enemy. Always find the best upper hand you can deal with them, and use that strategy instead of fighting them head on. Through this process, you will have much more gameplay experience in Dark Souls. He cannot climb. Yeah, he can climb. But his attack will be able to go over the ledge and get me if I stand up too close to the edge. So there you go, see? You got me, it's right there, right there. heal a little bit. Jump down slash, it's basically when you are falling down the ledge, if you walk off a ledge and you're falling down and you press the attack button, it allows you to, if there's an enemy down below, it allows you to land on the enemy and then you deal massive damage on the enemy, and you do not take as much as fall damage as you usually would. Okay, I'm out of standard arrow, but I still got wood arrow. Yeah, way more bonus damage, correct. I don't think I can do it here because the area where they have the... Actually, you know what? I might be able to. But you won't come. So something like this. Like this. So did you see how I hit the floor? Basically the same idea. That's another way to deal with him. If he's just begin to walk away from the wall and you do downward visceral attack, it will make the fight super easy too. Okay, so I'll show you. So you see how I fall down here, right? You hit that, basically the metal hitting the ground, that's my weapon for doing the visceral attack. So here there is... Oh, he ran away. God dang it. So down here you see a big boss. That's actually a big enemy, actually, who seemingly look like a boss, but actually not, because what he represents is only a regular enemy. Here we go. See, I'm not going to fight face to face with him. I'm just going to do probably arrow cheesing or something like that when I really need to fight him. But right now I don't have to fight him. So black fire bomb. It's another item. What is kind of causing me trouble here is this guy. And then you have enemy right here. And then another one climbing up here. Getting a lot of time and sharp. So what's the thing? See? Not animations. This game's basically just ambush field. Like so many ambush around the entire area and just... Oh, here's the knight. Ah, freaking. I don't want to fight you in here. Backstab. I break away. I'm gonna fight you. Let's win some space for us. Okay. Got one. Lucky you. Oh God. Whoa. Kind of sloppy right now. can kill you with that one shot. Finally. I was baiting him for this. Alright, drop me a gauntlet for me. Good, good, good. Alright, so the next one, also another classic trap. An enemy right here. So you got broadsword, firebomb, and then here you have hidden paths blocked by the breakable items. Then green blossom basically increase your ability to recover your stamina. So here what I'm going to do is go here first to clear these enemies first. And now cheese them. For my character, I don't have any magic right now. I mean, eventually if I level up to the point like where the magic becomes usable, I will be able to use them, but not at this moment. All right. There you go, come on. Another X guy. Backstab. It's always baited backstab easier that way. Because you always get more damage. That also kind of give you a sense of how much HP does the character have. Alright, here we go. Back up. So this guy's wanna... He's gonna come up. There you go. My visceral attack. Drop down attack. Go. Yep, jump slash. There you go. And the one more dog right here. So the cell key, I got the cell key, which is we can go back to get the prisoners that was in there. But here's Estus shard. I think we can get 70,000. How many bows I have? I have only 13 bows. Wait, let me think. Where's the... ladder that goes down. What we can do is, I really don't want to find him right now because it's too much of work. But you can get a sense of what it does. It's gonna charge you. So what's gonna happen next is I think I'm gonna go back. Get the Titan shard, and then I will change my weapon to a Brasor, which is the one that we just acquired, and then go back, level up a little bit, and then oh, but we still have to kind of, oh, I got one more heal. Should I risk it? Okay, we can heal one more time. And alright, here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use one item as a I'm gonna use this item. Well, I can't use it now? That's weird. Okay. Alright. So what we can do is we can wait until he goes away and then run to the next area, so where we can open up a shortcut, go back, level up, and come down. Alright, let's go down. Alright, let's run away. And then get this enemy. Alright. Hit. And then, oh no, I'm not going here. Alright, let's keep going. And here is another classic trap. There's 4 people coming up. What's dangerous about them all swinging their sword at the same time is if you keep blocking, it will deplete your stamina completely, and then while they keep swinging, they will do massive damage to you. So here is the area where you can take the elevator. We're getting very close to the boss, which I will show you, but just give me a couple of minutes. Oh crap. Oh, keep getting great axe. That's a good thing. So what you're gonna have to be careful is right now The dogs are coming. Oh crap, and the arrow. There you go. Actually, even if we die here, it doesn't matter. You can always whoa. This guy come on. There we go. It's okay, we died here. Nothing's being lost because we died very close, right next to the bonfire, so that's not really a problem. All I have to do is travel by Wall of Lothric and get the soul back. So, go back, level up. And then we'll be ready for the boss fight. And then after the boss fight, I will conclude today's special podcast for the Dark Souls. Let's do things first.
Did what?
Reinforced weapon. I need. Okay, +2 raw sword, and then. Okay, so now I have roughly about 6 Estus flasks I can use.
Welcome, host. Very well. Then take.
Then level up.
Farewell, Ashen.
Oh, I should buy whole bunch of. I should buy whole bunch of arrows. Because we will need arrows to take care of the enemies.
Ashen 1. Monk.
Alright, 99 arrow. Okay, good. Let's go. So the next boss fight basically is a more difficult one, but also it allows you to use some elemental attack by imbuing some of the special items to your sword or to your weapon. I will show you guys how to do it. So now I have a +2 raw sword. My attack is stronger, much stronger actually. And then I can make it easier. 2 hit the dog. Okay. I want to do this. Go back, go back, go back. Because I know this guy's not watching. Back up. Bye-bye. Alright, this one you have to be careful. Elevator thing's up here, so it's fine to just keep going, but sometimes you die from different area and you come back to the elevator. Oh, didn't expect to see that one, but it's fine. Oh, didn't expect to see that one, but it's fine. What we're going to do is we are going to kind of just run through all these people, but before that I kind of want to get my items out. Go Pine Raisin, so we will be ready for a lot of things. Alright. Well, come on, go, 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 go. Oops. Oh, that's not a good sign. It's okay. They didn't come in because this is the boss room. Okay, that's easy. Then let's see the thing. And hopefully I can get it done. We're gonna use the lightning attack to basically help the fight a little bit. I'm not going to lock onto him because it will be easier. Do it like this. This Okay, so that kind of basically concludes the first area of this entire high wall of Lothric region. So 2 boss fight and then some small enemies, but that's basically the gist of the how to survive in Dark Souls worlds. There's many things that the game is designed to try to teach you lessons. The reason why through the entire 2 hours I only died once is because by memorizing the map, by understanding the design, and also understand the ambush, how to encounter them, how to engage with them, and how to use the maximum effective encounter method against different kind of enemy, that prolong and extend your and increase your chance of survival. So hopefully for the last 2 hours the concept has been, and also the quality, also the style of the gameplay for Dark Souls 3 much. And hopefully I will see you on the chat or on some other places for asking questions about Dark Souls, and I will be glad to answer them for you. See you on the chat or on some other places for asking questions about Dark Souls, and I will be glad to answer them for you.